Hello everybody, this is Mike Jr. II. Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud 2. And if you can't notice already with the speed up video, this is post-commentary, because I am not just talking very slowly. Though that would be very impressive if I could do that like this. No, anyway, we are speeding up through the next, what is it I said? I think I said I had like 13 different, 13 different things of this dungeon left that we have to do. I think one of them, which we will be showing in this video, because this is a long-ass video if you can't tell, we will be showing off all of the, everything that we can, in terms of even the little cutscene in the middle, and that will not be sped up. That part, in the very end of the game, there's something a little I want to show you guys. Or not the game, but this little part at the end of this video, we're going to be doing, it's just going to be normal, just so, you know, we don't have to speed through them. But there's no music here from the game, obviously, because that would sound like shit. I actually heard it for 5 seconds before I deleted the audio. I'll probably put in music in here from Dark Cloud 1, just because I really love the music in that game. But yeah, anyway, after this, guys, it is basically going to be, the rest of this is going to be the end of the series, or at least the not after game kind of stuff. Because let's see, what episode is this? 72. Yeah, 3, 4, and 5 are going to be the last episodes involved with the end of the game. So actually, no, I'm wrong. I am wrong. 3 has to do with me getting the planting all the georama parts, and the rest of it is the end of the game. I forgot. For some reason, I thought I cut up the last few videos into 3, because all the videos are edited, guys, recorded, all that kind of stuff. Right now, this post-commentary is taking place after that is done. I mean, I still have to finish the rendering all of that. But because I actually have some time today, free time, where I'm alone at the house, and, you know, at least so far, I know I'm going to be alone for a while, but, you know, if anything happens, I think I can just stop the video and take place where I left off. But, anyway, so I have time to do this, and I figured today would be a good time to do this. So yeah, here we are. Basically, the point you want to do, and what I am doing here, is I am just trying to get my hands on a georama part, or not georama part, I'm trying to get my hands on the little georama piece stone thing, the final key, and find the exit and get the hell out. That is basically the entirety. Sometimes I do it really fast, sometimes it has to take until you get to the very last monster, and it sucks a lot of times, because usually it ends up being monsters that are stuck in a corridor which for some reason you forgot about because you don't have the crystal, or because you just didn't pay enough attention and you just kind of missed something, which always sucks. It happens, but man, is it a pain in the ass, because you just end up walking around like an idiot for a while. I mean, usually you don't notice. You go through a dungeon, you take a break when you normally play, but when doing a Let's Play, this is something that, in all honesty, I should have been doing this more often throughout the Let's Play. It's just I don't like to... When I think about other people who play games, you know, I try to think about the fact that I wish I could, you know, hear some of their commentary and what they talk to longer, so I try to transition that into my own videos. The issue is that doesn't mean that I actually have something very interesting to talk about for the entirety, and that's something I really needed to learn, but whatever, this is going to be my last, you know, Let's Play for a while, at least anything that I put a lot of focus into in terms of video editing and stuff. You know, something else I really wish I did as well is just because of the way that the video looks a lot of the times, I really do wish I did not stretch it out as far as I did. Don't get me wrong, I am the kind of person who thinks that widescreen should be used, even if it's not something native to the game, but it's something that I wish, you know, I could have taken a step back, and instead of making it super stretched out to fit the entire screen, then instead I make it just a slight bit smaller, so that it still looks good, but it's not, like, pushing it too far to the point that it's really annoying. Because I do think that trying to at least somewhat crop games into widescreen is a good idea in terms of video editing, just because I'm trying to sit back and enjoy the game. I know some people out there are purists, and they think that any game that's in that's 4x3 should be kept in 4x3, but I do think that, I do like, you know, I don't know, I like it the way like this. And I do think it'd be easier to fit something into a 4x3 than it is to stretch it to a widescreen. So, in my opinion anyway, something I liked about the video uploader before Mega Upload got taken down, I think it was just a Mega streaming site, and I watched a lot of anime on there, back when, I mean, it wasn't like anime that I could easily get my hands on, no, it's like one of those things that don't exist anymore, so, you know, even if you are buying like a DVD or a VHS tape, you know, you're not really supporting the people who originally made them, and there's no way to really do so. It was funny enough, it was something where they did actually allow you to, oh, is this 4x3? Sure, we'll stretch it out as far as we think we need to. That had it in the system, and I don't know why YouTube doesn't do something similar. I mean, is that too difficult for YouTube to handle with or something? I don't personally know, but I really wish that was something YouTube did, so then I could just keep these into like a 4x3 thing, and then they could stretch it out if necessary. Maybe it's just something that's harder to do, especially when it comes to mobile devices or something, but I wish that was something that they did for this, specifically that I wish they did. So anyway, I'm not really talking about the game at all, to be quite honest, just because there's really not much going on. You can see the new monsters and whatnot. That was the point of the speeding up instead of just cutting to a later point, is to show me not only getting through this area, but showing the new monsters and all that. I also, for the most part, don't upgrade my weapons. I think I upgraded Max's gun when going through this, but that's it. You'll be seeing the upgraded weapons, I believe, when I start the... Actually, no, technically I didn't start that, so I don't really show off the fully new upgraded weapons, or at least the ones that aren't already there. Like the bracelet right now is, I believe the bracelet's already at the 5-star amulet. It looks like a star, so I'll take a guess and say it is. And I'm pretty sure Max's is at its final. Which, in all honesty, recently I decided to go back and play my old save file, which wasn't a perfect save file, but it was decent enough where I didn't finish to the end of the game. By the way, if you see that little piece there, that is actually the monster drop that I was talking about in one of the videos. So I think I talked about that already, but just in case I didn't, because not too long ago today I did actually record the post-commentary for the monster transformation video. But basically that is what they do, and it gives off a lot of fucking points. So even upgrading monsters a little bit could be somewhat useful, but whatever. Anyway, I lost my track of what the fuck I was talking about. Probably just about the fact that I'm starting off this area. You know, you got the ghosts, the weapons are turning out pretty well. Oh, I went to the final area again, and I found out that my final weapon in the game is actually a separate final weapon than the one I'm using now, and I kind of wish I kept that one, honestly, because the more combos seems a lot easier to use for Max, and Max is way too slow with his hammer in this. Something I wish I did, but what do you do? Also, some of these areas do not contain geostones sometimes. It's really weird. It's like, oh, there's no geostone. It's like, what? Why is there no geostone? It's really weird, and it can throw you off sometimes, so make sure you pay attention to that before you go into an area, because the game will tell you whether or not, oh, you got the geostone, or oh, a geostone fell. And make sure you pay attention to those, because if there's nothing under it, that means there's no geostone whatsoever. And if there's no geostone, you know, you just have to find the key and get the fuck out. And that's basically the most important one. Actually, I think this specific area was a long one that took me forever to finish. So yeah. You're seeing a lot of the new monsters, though. As you can see, here's the Moonflower. I believe the other one was called the Leo. No, I'm doing... Okay, that's what I'm actually checking to see whether or not there's geostone. Because I look on the screen and I'm like, there's no purple mark. Where the fuck's the geostone? Yeah, a Leo Griff. I guess... you know, it kind of makes sense, actually. Leo as in the lion, and then the griffin part of it at the background. That, you know, that actually makes a lot more sense than I thought it would. Also, if you can't tell, I am showing off different costumes here for both Max and Monica. I don't think I do Max's until the end. But I do Monica here just because she's more powerful, and I want to spend more time on her. But, anyway, yeah, I have the Sword of Zeus right now. But I decided to use different costumes and whatnot for the characters just because I'm doing this post-commentary and I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more interesting than just the bullshit that we're at. And the reason why I attacked that monster with items, by the way, is because, well, it's actually a pain in the ass and I didn't want to deal with the... Here's where I actually debate on getting the supernova. But anyway, did my dog start barking now? They don't start barking. I don't like it when they do that. But, made me lose track. God damn it. But anyway, I think it was about the items of the characters or whatever. The Ripod is not that powerful at this point, and I don't really care about building it up because I'm at endgame and I don't really want to focus on that. So that's why I'm using Monica through the majority of this, is because she's extremely powerful, her combos are awesome, and, you know, overall, just good. I really can't argue with it too much, and I think this is an awesome, I think she's an awesome character to use here, honestly. So that is why I'm using Monica, and, you know, we're going to keep it that way for a bit. Every once in a while, I'll switch it up to Max whenever necessary, but, yeah. Also, I think it was this area that I either found out that you don't actually need, or no, I think I knew it before, I forget. You don't actually need to have your characters know the specific, Max had to defeat the Vanguard to get this. He does not actually have to defeat the Vanguard. Monica with her sword can defeat the Vanguard and call it a day. So anyway, because I want to save up and get as many Zenith points as possible, you will see me shoot with the Supernova because it does massive damage. But I don't actually collect the Zenith points for the most part because I need Gerald and my team to maximize the Zenith points. I mean, really, you're getting tons anyway. I think it's like 7 Zenith points you get out of this thing. But having Gerald means I get 8, and every 10 levels means I get an extra 10 points, technically. So it's something I want to focus on. So if you see me ignoring the Zenith points or walking right past monsters, that's why I'm doing so. So yeah, Yeah, not much else to say right now. Going through this pretty well. Oh, it's a 30-minute video, and I really had to make sure I had a good time to do this. I didn't feel like splitting this up. I just didn't think it made much sense. You know, most of you guys aren't going to watch this anyway, so what's the point? Or probably not going to want to watch this for the most part. Oh, I want to get to the story or whatnot, you know. Just show me a thing to get to the story in the middle that I tell you guys, there's a little thing in the middle of this that with a little bit of story attached to it. Just get to that and I'm done. You know, and that's perfectly fine, so I just kind of wanted to keep this video all in one, but pain in the ass part is that it's a long video, so who knows, maybe if I get bored at one point, I can stop recording at one point and just start off at another point. Oh, I have Max's Explorer hat. I got that from Donnie from one of the photo levels, I think in the Fishing Frenzy? No, did I do that yet? I forgot if I did that yet. Like I said, I've already recorded everything, so I have no fucking clue if I did that yet, but if I did do the Fishing Frenzy, I believe after I upgraded that, I got this hat. No, I got the Thief Coin, that was my bad. I got this before that upgrade, so yeah. You honestly don't get a lot of good shit from Donnie. The very first thing you get is a diamond, which is fantastic, but you have to save it for the Diamond Monster Transformation Badge. And then after that, most of it's just kind of stupid shit for the most part. I mean, I don't know. I got pretty lucky when it came to coins in this game. I don't know what the fuck happened. This game loved me when I was training up for the abs up bonus for Monica's weapon. The game fucking loved me when I did that, because it gave me so many coins from just that alone. I mean, critical coins, dark coins, thief coins, poison coins. I mean, I didn't even need the poison coins, but I had tons of them. This game handed me stuff all the way through. And really, the only point that I'm at right now is that Max, I forget what it was, but the, my dogs are going nuts. The Ancient Sword, which is what I'm using to get Max's, time on Max's hammer. But other than that, it's pretty separate. Okay, my dogs are going nuts. I'm probably going to have to stop this in a second. I need to get them quiet down. Probably neighbors or something. Or the annoying kids who like to mess with dogs, in which I will scream and yell. No. I usually try to keep my temper. You know, I'm actually, you wouldn't know it by the way I act. Or probably from the way I curse. But my family actually has a little bit of, kind of an anger management kind of thing. But I'm very good at controlling it. I can get very pissed off and just kind of sit back and just take it. Which is very good because I work in retail now, and that is absolutely necessary when it comes to that. So, but I don't know. This seems like this stopped. Okay, that's good. That's good. Actually, today I had my internet revamped. Apparently, they came. They knew we were having trouble because I could not. I used to be able to watch 720 videos. Got a new modem, and for some reason, it got worse. Like certain things got better, where I could upload videos and still watch like 360. 360p resolution, where before sometimes I couldn't even watch a YouTube video when I was uploading something. But it got to the point where I couldn't just sit back. No one else could be in the house. No one else could be using internet. Yet the internet was failing for no fucking reason, and I had to stick to like a 360, p thing, which is fine for the most part. But when there's no reason behind it, I don't want to do that. By the way, this is the clock night. I thought it would be something more interesting. I mean, I'm kind of getting tired of these. Getting tired of these little palette swaps. Don't get me wrong, they do a really cool job at making them look interesting, but I kind of wish they had a lot more unique creatures here instead of just kind of revamps of them. I mean, they're almost all palette swaps. None of them are new creatures besides I think the card creatures are new, but that's like it. So it's like, what the hell? Okay, no, we didn't do the 5-star amulet. Okay, well, yep, that's the 5-star amulet. Okay, guys. Again, I totally forget just because I've already recorded way past this point and all that. But anyway, about my internet, just been a pain in the ass, and it looks like everything's fixed now. They literally went under, they basically replaced the cable entirely, and it seems like upload times got better, because I did the whole check your internet thing, which is a very cool thing, by the way. But I have a shit internet thing, I used, and I don't know if it's actually good to say what kind of internet provider you, I say it on Twitter, I have CenturyLink. Pain in the ass, fucking hate it, and I really wish I could switch to something else, but my family has a vendetta against Cox, which is the only better internet I think around here that wouldn't be 1,000 times more expensive than necessary. So I'm kind of stuck in a situation where it's like, well, fuck me, So, and I really want to stream too, but it definitely seemed like the uploading got better. So I'm hoping that maybe, I mean, if uploading gets better, that'll be cool. But I'd like to get a better internet. I'd like to be able to stream kind of. I wouldn't mind, paying a little extra money for a better internet just to fucking stream. Even something in 360, 360, 480, that'd be fine. I don't need to stream 720 videos, that doesn't have to be me, but It's something I'd like to do just because I think it'd be more interesting. I would definitely keep Let's Playing if I had to completely cut out the editing process, like I'm going to be doing with Fallout New Vegas, though that's not a streaming thing, that's just me doing stuff. So, and hopefully I keep up with that promise, guys. It's just I do have to keep up. I do have to finish up with school and everything as best as I can. And, you know, when school's not in the way is when I sit back and decide to do that. And plus, I also want to keep up with my programming skills because that's my thing. And as you can see here, I'm just not much to talk about here, guys. It's all me. So, yeah. Hopefully you're enjoying the background, though, and maybe the music from Dark Cloud 1 whenever I decide to put that in. Because right now I'm not listening to it. It's not in there. I have no idea what's in there, so... I might just reused what I did for the Moonflower Palace when, because I know I sped up one more time for not the Moonflower Palace, it was the Balance Valley area. I did that once and that was about it. So, yeah. Moon Joe. A lot of weird monster names, if you ask me. And again, they're all palette swaps, you know? And it's really cool because, like, things like the Clockwork Knight, I was really getting my hopes up for different kind of monsters, but... You know, I think, thinking about it, I think it's after the, I don't think there's any new monsters outside of the Hemrata area, you know, which, by the way, sorry for pronouncing that wrong for, like, the entire fucking playthrough, despite the fact that the first time we heard it, it was spoken to us. But, yeah, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It's just the way I pronounce things. I have issues. So, like, don't ever ask me to do a Japanese name. That, no, bad idea. I mean, I could do some, but not all of them. Anyway... That's besides the point. I don't think we've seen any new fucking monsters since that point in the game. Like, new, as in, like, not a palette swap of another monster. And, you know, I find palette swaps fine. They're a way to do more with less, you know. I'd rather fight a bunch of... Like, right now, I'd rather fight these palette swaps than have there be a new monster, but only be, like, through 90% of the area. Or only, like, 2 new monsters, you know. It's like, that's not how I'd like it. I would rather have palette swaps than nothing at all. But I really wish they would have kind of did a little bit extra here, but, nah. What do you do? It's Dark Cloud 2. Great game, but not something that I, you know, not really something I go to play. Because I'm trying to remember, though, did Dark Cloud 1, I think they changed up some of their monsters. I know technically the final boss had 2 new monsters. Oh, regular area here. Gonna stop talking. Oh, no, I say first. Okay. Yeah, this is a regular area, guys, which is why you're hearing audio and all that. Woohoo! Yay, regular game audio. Party. Nope. So saving first, because you never know what you're going to see, you know? Gotta be prepared. Maybe there's a monster in there or something, you know? Someone gotta punch it in the face. Alexandra's room. Alright, so what you have to do here, you actually have to have the flower with you, and you have to place that inside of the vase. And I think I switched to max here to take pictures just because... And I don't think you can actually take a picture of anything in here, I forget. Yeah, like that should be a bookcase. You should get lights in here and door and a fireplace, but no, you get nothing. Now, when you do put the sunflower inside of the little sunflower pot, you can take a picture of that. Because it is like a key event little thing you can take a picture of. But until you do that, it does... Oh, no. We got Alexandra's bed. What the hell? They did her bed, but you can't do her fireplace? Which, if I remember correctly, is an idea you can get in other areas of the game. It just seems kind of dumb to me. Alright, whatever. Anyway. Let's go put this little thing in here. Oh, no, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Oh, okay, I'm switching to the normal getup because I don't want it to look stupid for whatever reason. That's honestly dumb of me. You know, I should just keep it how it is, but whatever. Okay, put the damn thing in already, Michael. Thank you.
Alexandra?
What is it?
Alexandra, I'm sorry. But the truth is, I'm the one that broke the flower.
I know.
What?
Sorry, I knew all along.
Aren't you angry?
No, it's fine. Maybe it was this flower's role in life. You know, flowers always give people something. For me, it can be happiness or strength or just the courage to make it through another day.
Huh?
This flower gave something to you too, right?
What?
When you broke the stem, You must have felt something. That was the role in life for this flower. Besides, it gave me something as well. It taught me that you're a very kind young man.
Alexandra.
Alright then guys, so that is it with that cutscene. Again, you can take a picture to get this flower of the sun thing, if you missed it when we went to the other area. But anyway, time for us to go into the next floor. Now, we can't go any further unless we do that little scene there, and we only got a few extra areas to go to. If the speed's inconsistent from the one before this, I do apologize. That's not something I did on purpose. It's just, that's the way the video ended up. So I do apologize for that. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, I do think... Oh, by the way, here's already a palette swap of the fucking club things, but really this is just supposed to make the last area of the game incredibly more tough to beat, and plus there's also a few extra monsters we still have to defeat to get the final upgrade for the weapons, which I think is fucking ridiculous. But whatever, you know, I'm not really going to talk about that. Anyway, something I did want to say, though, is I do really think that kind of a moment in the game, the little thing there, really shows why I don't like the voice actor for younger Griffin. Just because younger Griffin. Yeah, past Griffin anyway. No. The regular Griffin that's not the Mark Hamill version. That's what I'm looking for. But, you know, I don't think her voice... I think moments like those are halfway decent. I do think she voices them well. But I don't think it really fits the role. And don't ask me, oh, you know, who else do you think it would be? Or, oh, it's not fair for you to do that, you know. I do think that it does not match the role the way it should, and I really think they should have picked somebody else to do it. But I don't know. I just feel too goofy when it comes to that voice, which is part of what she's done. You know, she did Phil and Lil, and even the mom of Phil and Lil, I forgot her name, in Rugrats. You know, and when she, you know, those roles all fit goofy characters, every single one of them. And here she's trying to do a role that's supposed to be very serious at times. You know, really the only part about Griffin that really isn't serious is the fact that after you see Griffin, you're like, he's not the powerful monster that we see immediately, or even the one that the game tricks us with the little cutscene at the beginning of the game, thinking that exactly is Griffin and all little things, you know. It's little Griffin, and that's the only time that really makes sense. But in certain moments, you know, like when he's laughing about Gaspard, about how, you know, he's, you know, he didn't have the right to, you know, not keep fighting until the death kind of thing. That just seemed so out of place, entirely out of place, and it's just something that I don't agree with when it comes to... It's moments like those that get me, you know? Maybe it would have been better if they did the Mark Hamill voice there to kind of show that, you know, that's kind of angry Griffin, but I don't know, I don't agree with it, and I don't think the voice really fit that well. I mean, maybe a voice actor somewhat similar to like the younger Gohan or Goku from Dragon Ball Z might have been something that fit better, but honestly, I'm not sure about that. I'm not really thinking all the way through here. This is a little commentary moment, but you know, it's not something that I generally agree with, and I really wish that they didn't, you know, they would have picked somebody else. Not saying that she's horrible or anything. She's doing it to the best of her abilities, and I think it works out well at times. It's just for a lot of the more serious moments, I think it's entirely lost for me. I honestly think it's better for these last moments with Griffin for you to mute the TV and not listen to the voice. But sometimes it's hard for me to recommend that because there's actually a lot of good music in this game. And, you know, again, I think Dark Blood wanted better music, blah, 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 but I do think that that doesn't mean I really hate on this. By the way, here are new monsters here, the Arthurs. I think we saw these in other areas. If not, well, here's the new monster I was complaining about then. I like these things. They're pretty cool. If you're far away enough from them, they will actually taunt you and have their hand out and like push it forward, like, come on, bring it on. And they also have a missile attack where they fire missiles, which I think is pretty badass. Again, I forget if they're new monsters or not. I think we fought them in other areas, but I could be, I could be possibly entirely wrong. So, but if they're new, awesome. You know, another new monster to the list. I'll stop complaining and bitching. I have not done this for a while. Actually, no, it hasn't been that. Actually, thinking about it, it hasn't been that long ago. It's been around 2 weeks. Because it's been 2 weeks since I've been working, and it was before I started working that I started this video, so... Or that I recorded all this crap. So, hey, whatever works out. just trying to finish up the area here. I forgot. Yeah, I think I'm just looking for the exit here, so I'm just kind of walking around ignoring everything in sight because I already have my hands on the final key, so let's just get the hell out. So, yeah. You know, I do have to say, you know, if you guys like this, but you really don't want to, you know, you don't have a PlayStation 2 or you really don't want to get into the Dark Cloud series, I do recommend getting your hand... I do recommend the Mystery Dungeon series for in terms of, like, Pokemon and stuff. Because the Pokemon series had something similar to this whole setup, and it's actually something that... Mystery Dungeons technically came out before Pokemon did. It was like a Dragon Quest type game. But they kind of... Chunsoft kind of added on to it with the Pokemon series with the Mystery Dungeons, and now it's all... It's... Sorry for all the... Sorry. Can't speak because I have... I'm burping a lot. But basically, they kind of have the whole, oh, okay, here's stairs and stuff. You go into this, you do that. You know, randomly generated dungeons and whatnot. And, you know, I mean, the fighting is not real-time at all. It's turn-based, which is kind of weird. When I first played the game, I thought it wasn't, but it was. So it can kind of throw off any newbie. But it really is a good series. Actually, I did a Let's Play of the first Mystery Dungeon game for the Game Boy Advance. I do recommend checking that out if you want to. It's extremely fucking old. Feel free not to feel free not to do that, but if you want to. But I do recommend checking out the games overall. I really liked the Time game for the DS. I think there was Gates of Space and Time, and I think Sky was the ultimate version of that. I recommend checking those games out. They're really good. But I've been wanting to go back. I know I think there's a new one coming out soon. But overall, there was one that came out for the 4th generation of Pokemon, and it was all in 3D. And I played a demo of that, and it basically seems similar. All the stories are basically almost the same, just very little differences. I think they add on a story each time, but overall, they're really good games, and I recommend checking them out if you like Dark Cloud in terms of the randomly generated dungeon part of Dark Cloud 2, and, you know, trying to go around and finding the exit, because that's something they did really well there. So anyway, yeah, we are actually getting to the end here, folks. We are almost done. That is crazy. Surprised this 30 minutes went by as fast as it did. I thought it was going to be a fucking... You know, I mean, I used to do post-commentary all the time, but it was like 10 minutes at a time. You know, back when I did Pokemon Leaf Green and stuff, so it could be kind of a hard time to do this. But, you know, honestly, when you have nothing to talk about, it's not that big of a deal. When you have too much to talk about, that post-commentary becomes the biggest pain in the ass. But anyway, guys, we are actually in the final area now. We're going into the Sun Chamber. And music and stuff is back already, yay. And there's Monica with her animation of holding her sword, which I think is something dumb that they didn't fix. I think it's her sword, anyway. So anyway, you can actually take a picture of both these guys, and you can talk to them. Or actually, you have to go up to the door, and you can't really do anything. There's nothing in these corners, but you can't really do anything technically, but if you do go up here...
Earn the right to pass through this door. Return when you are ready.
Now, it's funny that I talk about my Pokemon Mystery Dungeons Let's Play, because at the very end of the game, I do a sound effect that actually sounds very similar to that. For basically the final boss of the game, I do that voice for. So, I don't know. I always thought that was pretty funny overall. Go away, airplane. This is the end of the video. You ain't ruining this for me. But no, anyway, guys, we are at the end of this, and there's really not much else to talk about or do. In the next episode, we are going to be building up this area to remind Griffin of his past. And then after that, we are going to basically finish off this Dark Cloud 2. Or not the after game stuff, but the regular stuff, which is basically when I end the whole thing. So I do hope you guys have enjoyed this little speed up video kind of thing. If not, hey, you can skip it. Woohoo. So, but if you stayed, awesome. Love you all. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Mike 2 2, signing out.